Wherever you may be in the world, tonight's FIBA Asia Cup is day 2 action, and the first chance for us to see the Gilas Pilipinas here as Chinese Taipei are our opposite number. A repeat of the matchup in Manila, Philippines about a year ago, just under a year ago, in the FIBA Asia Championships that led into the World Cup, which the Philippines will be taking part in about a month and a half's time in September. Well, I hope you're enjoying the basketball so far. Saw some good action yesterday with Iran cruising through as the home side Chinese Taipei overcame Jordan in what turned out to be a fairly comfortable victory. The far more experienced Jordanian teams came in as favourites, but this young squad from Chinese Taipei proved pretty formidable with 21 points from Quincy Davis, the naturalized American, and followed by some Liu Cheng, number 11 for Chinese Taipei, with his 18 points. 3 referees tonight: Igor Marwan from Libya, Celine Vigno from India, and Sutara Haryanto from Indonesia. Will be in full operational charge of the game tonight. Down the other end is Marcus Doughtit, long-time veteran, University of Providence College, who's not sure where he played last year. I didn't find whether he played anywhere professionally. He was in the team that played in the FIBA Asia Championships last summer. Got a calf injury that sort of tended to hold him back to his Bo Michael Vincent Belga there, who's one of the new members of this Gilas Pilipinas team, and Japeth Aguilar, and the high-flying Japeth Aguilar at that too, who that team last year that performed in Manila won many hearts in the home at home in Philippines. They will travel to the World Cup in September and take on some very, very strong teams. You can also see the under-17 Filipino team in Dubai at the under-17 World Championships. I know they're paired up in the USA group, so they'll have quite an adventure. So Filipino basketball more and more taking a greater footprint in world basketball at the highest levels. So we're almost ready to game time here. Chinese Taipei 1-0 so far with that victory over Jordan. Coach Huang there in the center. Quincy Davis 21 points yesterday. Chen Yu with his 3 points in 26 minutes. Liu was the top scorer outside of Davis with 18 points. And 12 for Pong yesterday. Was also a good contribution there. Number 8, very experienced Gary David will start. L.A. Tenorio at point guard. J.R. Dillinger at 7, and then Aguilar and Marcus Doughtit inside. That's quite a good matchup at 4 and 5, Aguilar and Doughtit. That'll be tough to stop for the Taiwanese team, the team from Chinese Taipei. They will have their work cut out. Very, very experienced Gilas Pilipinas here, in combination with some youngsters too. Kevin Louis Alas, the son of the great coach back in the Philippines, Francisco Louis Alas, will be making his international debut. Gavo Lanete, both players coming from the NBDL. Didn't play in the PBA last year. The Road Warriors, the LEX Road Warriors, the NBL Development League. Ranadel De Ocampo off the bench too. Jay Washington's here, and Junmar Fayado is also here. 10 now, J.R. Dillinger. Down the other end, Chang, 14, will come in and offer much support. Played 15 minutes yesterday, Chang, but will be needed tonight to match up with the twin towers of Aguilar and Marcus Doughtit. Well, game time is upon us. Team Filipinos, Gilas Pilipinas, their opening game, and Chinese Taipei their second game. This is Group B action. The referees are just making sure that Liu Cheng just takes off his armband there. There's Quincy Davis, had a wonderful game yesterday. Davis almost 21 points, 17 rebounds. He'll met Marcus Doughtit last summer, And we are underway. Chinese Taipei did win that game in the second round of play in Manila last summer. And I think the Team Filipinas on the website, the PBA website, will be looking for a bit of revenge tonight. First foul of the game. Not sure against Dillinger or against Doubt It. That's going to be against J.R. Dillinger, number 10 for Philippines. Lee to inbound. So they got a couple of players on the floor that didn't quite get many minutes yesterday. Ling and Chang. There's Chen. Penetration Liu. Chang in the corner gets an early shot. It's in and out. The rebound Aguilar. Straight away. Leads Tenorio, gets into a bit of trouble. And Chinese Taipei break out of the pack with Chen. Chen tries to bring Doubt It forward. Tenorio right in there. Everywhere. Doubt It intercepts and deflects, and that's off of Chinese Taipei player last. And Gilas Pilipinas will get the ball coming down the other end. Here's Tenorio wearing those pink sneakers. Well, I often find the pink ones out there. Bit of sporting fashion play out there for Tenorio. Here's Dillinger, 10. Tenorio, corner, down past to Doubt It. Doubt It fumbles it slightly. Doubt It will settle for the J. Dillinger, Gary David, wide open corner. First points for the Philippines. There's a three-pointer from Gary David, earmarked as the top guard in the PBA. The season's just finished. 16 points a game. Here's Davis, first touch offensively, down to Chang. Chang in a bit of trouble. It's Lee, actually. That's Chang. Oh, Quincy Davis didn't want it. Gary David off to the right. Tenorio to his right. David goes himself. Tenorio off the backboard. 5-0 start for the Gilas Pilipinas. And ominously, the team in white and blue looking very, very focused and ready to play here. Liu, long three, goes off to the right. Gary David, the rebound. Tenorio, reverse to David. David, first shot of the game. Sorry, second shot of the game. Second one doesn't drop down from three-point line. Pull-up jump shot there from Chinese Taipei. Gary David, they're in a bit of a run fest here. David, Tenorio travels, I think he does indeed. Chinese Taipei, there's the first start shot there of Chot Reyes, Vincent Chot Reyes, the very, very experienced head coach of the Philippines club. And Kevin Louis, it's Cheng Sao-jung in the game for Chinese Taipei. Let's get my number 4s mixed up there. Here's Chen. Two Chens on the floor. This is Chen Sao-jung. Chen, the point guard, 9-0 play. Ying Chen played a lot of minutes tonight. Liu Cheng up for the layup, missed. Dillinger out of the pack. Tenorio runs into a bit of trouble slightly. David, his third three of the night, way short. Rebound, Marcus Doubt It can't finish. Ball's on the floor. Dillinger, Tenorio picks up and turns over. Quincy Davis in the right place at the right time. Chang in a bit of trouble there. Falls over his own feet on the spin move. Just L.A. Tenorio held up his hand there to apologize to Coach Chot Reyes for his mistake just now. In a bit of trouble there. Tenorio. Gary David is 4-3 of the night. This one's way off too. Chen out of the pack. Davis to his right. Chen goes into a pack of bodies. Davis tries to keep it alive. Liu came alive the third quarter yesterday. Liu Cheng. 14 is Chang. First jump shot for Chang. It might drop. Nope, Marcus Doubt It. Fumbled it. Got it. Outlet straight away to Dillinger. It's a harem-scarum game right now. Dillinger goes up. Is fouled by Chen, number 9 for Chinese Taipei. And J.R. Dillinger. Jared Ryan Dillinger will get a chance of some points from the line. Dillinger grew up with the University Air Force in Hawaii University. Plays for the Meralco Bolts back in the PBA. History was claimed by head coach Tim Cohn as the San Miguel Coffee Mixers triumphed their third victory, their third championship last year. Only first time in 19 years that had been done. Dillinger misses the second free throw, and we stay at 5-0. There's Liu. Pick and roll from Davis. Liu will left wide open. He still can't hit a jump shot, Chinese Taipei. But more importantly, Gilas Pilipinas can't take advantage of this drought. Tenorio into the lane. Doubted! Went up to flush it. Still can't finish. Wonderful defense from Chen. Chen held his ground. Chen went up to block the dunk from Doubted. Doubted maybe a little too far away from the hoop, but it was enough to make him miss. Marcus Doubted there. Looks fully recovered. There's the flush, the foul as well. Couldn't quite end up with finishing the play, could he? Got a moving screen there from Leo Cheng, I think it is. Who's in the game? Hu Lung Mao, 10 points yesterday for Chinese Taipei. Still a 5-0 start. Chinese Taipei yet to get some points on the board. A big victory yesterday, 80 points plus against Jordan. Tenorio calls up Doubted. Tenorio into the lane. Gary David, little flick shot. Gary David has 5 for the night. A free throw to come with the foul. And that foul will go against, I think it's against Leo Chen, number 9. Just couldn't get out of the way, could he? And Chen will sit down. Pong's in the game, 6. Pong Chunyan for Chinese Taipei. And Chen's been ushered back onto the floor. I don't think he was subbed out. Gary David with the free throw here. Game's leading scorer, and it doesn't take much with that scoreline, 8-0, but Gary David has 6 of the points. Chen does sit down on that substitution there. Quincy Davis stuck in that lane. Is Hu Lung Mao. Liu for 3. Follow in from Aguilar. Got the first rebound in the game, Aguilar. I haven't seen him since. Dillinger travels, I think. Referee's keen to keep the footwork clean. And with Chinese Taipei almost breaking through the halfway mark in this first quarter with nothing on the board yet. Here's Hu Lung Mao. There's the breakaway from Chen. Was there a shuffle of the feet? I think the Team Pilipinas bench wanted it. Aguilar collects another rebound. Tenorio off to the races. Here's Aguilar, open floor. Aguilar goes up, blows the layup. Marcus Doubted the rebound and put back for the American. I should say the naturalized American. Quincy Davis blows his first opportunity. Dillinger looks ahead. Dillinger finds Aguilar, who fumbles the pass in true style for big men. Japeth Aguilar, quick to get out of the blocks and get down the floor, but just took his eye off the prize at the last minute. Jay Washington's in the game, 13 for Gilas Pilipinas. And Chen to Pong at point guard here. Decent game yesterday, Pong Chunyan, 12 points. And that win over Jordan is Pong. Moving screen, perhaps is it from Quincy Davis. It is indeed. It is the fact that Davis hung into the screen, never let go of Tenorio as he's trying to get by him. 10-0 start, and the Chinese Taipei team have gone under into the second half of this first quarter without scoring. How deep will they go into this quarter before getting their first break? Tenorio. High post pass there to Doubted. Doubted's got a little bit of range. Maybe that's too much for him. Settles for the 18-footer. Marcus Doubted short. Davis the rebound. Here's Pong. Pong leaves the ball behind. You have to come back out to collect. He does indeed. There's the lob pass to Chen for first two for Chinese Taipei. And it's Chen Xiaozhong. Adds to his 5 points from yesterday in his 13 minutes. Tenorio breaks into the lane. Tenorio, easy layup. LA Tenorio. Louis Alfred Tenorio to give his full name. Pong into the Brett lane. There's nowhere to pass to. And it's Gary David that comes hustling down to deflect it out of bounds. David sits down, and his replacement is Garvalanete. Number 6 there for the Philippines. Lanete, youngster, 25 years of age. This will go all the way back to Leo. Leo yet to score. Long three from Pong, drains it. First three-pointer for Chinese Taipei. With 3.5 to play in this first quarter. Last they found their scoring boots. Afghanistan's in the game. Doubt it, throws it all the way to the corner, and it's fumbled by Jay Washington. Gilas Pilipinas have gone to the bench and things have slowed down slightly. Comes Pong, 6 with the ball. Liu down low to Davis, and Doubt it was there to deflect it and retrieve it. And the ball will go to the Philippines. More substitutions in the game. Renadal Diego Campos in. As Dylan just sits down. So except for Marcus Doughtit, 4 new players. Offensive foul against Deo Campo. Defense held its ground. It was in the form of Lung Mao, I think. Lung Mao losing the game for Chinese Taipei. That's Lu Chimin. It's Pong's defense. They didn't quite get to see the full effect there. Renadal Deo Campo just leaned in with the shoulder. These international referees will call it. Pong just hit the 3-pointer for Chinese Taipei. That just give them a little slight window. Another 3 from Pong, and another result goes down. Well, Pong closes that gap to 4 with back-to-back trays. Deo Campo's in a bit of trouble. Touchdown. As the ball ends up in the far ends of this gymnasium, Renadal Deo Campo just got into a little too much trouble there. And Chinese Taipei had a big opportunity to draw even closer. Pong guarded by Deo Campo. Pong turns the corner. Pong will find a lane into the lay. Blows the layup, gets the rebound back out. And a travel there by Hu. And the bench are all telling him to shoot the ball. There was no reason there to put the ball on the floor, shoot it or pass it out. Every player was under the bucket, no need to penetrate. There's Deo Campo just trying to set himself down one-on-one. A beautiful crossover, corner. Is Washington missed the shot, Davis the rebound. Collected 17 big ones yesterday, did Quincy Davis. That's Hu in the corner. And Hu drains the long one. Not sure it was a 2 or a 3, it was a 2. And down the other end, Deo Campo obliges with his own bucket. 4-point lead. Gilas Pilipinas. Oh no, Pong for another 3. This time order is stormed as he misses it. Deo Campo breaks out of the pack. 4-point lead for the team Filipinas. Deo Campo layup, back-to-back buckets for Renadal Deo Campo. There's Liu. Lu Chin Mu is Chimin is number 10. There's Pong. Back to Chen. Chen goes right with a jump shot. Ushered away by Deo Campo on the box out. That will be the Gilas Pilipinas ball. So Chu's in the game, Chu Yishang. He played 20 minutes yesterday against Jordan for his 8 points. And Chen Xiaojun will sit down. So Chinese Taipei went a whole 5 minutes without scoring. They've scored 10 points in the last 3 minutes or so. Just trail by 6, so it's a fairly even game right now. Just that early lead. The net is 6. 15 is Gilas Pilipinas. Campo there with the 2. Excuse me, I'll be mixing up my Deo Campos and Dalistans. Have to excuse me, all Filipino fans. Here's Dalistan with his 4 points so far. Making quite the number right now. And the jump shot is good from Deo Campo. That's back-to-back buckets for Ranadel Deo Campo. So last I've got the right player identification. There's Pong, 6 for Chinese Taipei. Little crossover into the lane, throws it up. Again, a missed layup for Pong. And a travel against Jay Washington. The defensive rebound was pressured by Pong. And that man there, Hu Lung Mao, enough to make him shuffle the feet. 10-point lead with 0.9 of a second. And the last opportunity for Chinese Taipei in this first quarter. They will get the shot from Hu throws it up, he's short. And at the end of the first period, it's the Gilas Pilipinas 20, Chinese Taipei 10. Our first opportunity to see the team for the Philippines that will be heading to the World Championship, the World Cup in Spain in the end of August, beginning of September. What awaits them, who knows, but a whole host of wonderful basketball coming their way, that's for sure. Timeout finished here. The second game for Chinese Taipei after overcoming Jordan yesterday in their first outing. And the first chance to see the team from the Philippines. That's Quincy Davis, Jay Washington, 13. And it'll be John Dalistan. Isolation there for defensively Quincy Davis, guarded by Gilas Pilipinas. Dalistan for 3, short. Pong the rebound, hit 2 threes already. Pong. Quick shot there from Chu, missed. And it will stay with Chinese Taipei. So 10-point deficit they face. Chu all the way back to Pong. Pong's hit 2 big threes already. Lu puts the ball on the floor. Back to Hu. And a travel against Pong. Just again, didn't quite get that ball down quick enough. Here's the coaching staff for the Chinese Taipei team. Wonderful victory yesterday against Jordan. Very experienced team. different prospect today against the Gilas Pilipinas. Down low, not sure where that ball was for Juma Fajado. It was between his legs, all over the place. Chu all the way back, Davis into the middle, goes against Fajado. Chu for three, in and out, tough play. Fajado the rebound, all the way over the top to Lenete. Dalistan, and is fouled by Chu. Jean Dalistan looks like he might have taken a bit of a hit there. Just gets caught with the knee there. Inbound for Philippines, Fajado. Just picked up the dribble too early there. De Ocampo ends off to Dalistan. De Ocampo's left without a dribble, back to Dalistan. One-on-one now with Pong. Dalistan into the middle. De Ocampo corner off. Rebound Davis. Pong out for the break. They've got numbers here, Chinese Taipei. Chu layup good. 2012. Chinese Taipei. They're not going to lie down on this one. They are hanging around after a very, very poor start. Lenete into the lane. And they travel against Gavo Lenete. So 20-12, we've scoreline here. And Chinese Taipei, another opportunity to just inch their way back into this game. Chu with the ball, 12. Chu Leng, Chu Yishang. The handoff, almost turned it over. Back to Chu, Liu. Davis will get his opportunity here, pushing it back from Juma Fajado. Holds his hand up, 15 there for the Gilas Pilipinas. Yeah, great bounce pass, great seal from Quincy Davis. Kept Fajado on his back the whole time. And Davis, who was 5 for 7 from the free throw line last night, and he's 21 points. That might be his first point for the game. Short on the second. Yeah. Washington the rebound. Washington through the legs, all the way back to Lenete. Dalistan just stood there, and the defense dared him to shoot it, and he obliged in style. Liu down the other end, way short. Washington the rebound. Puts the ball on the floor. Gavo Lenete. Dalistan, little leaner off the backboard. The follow through from Ranadal de Ocampo. And it's a 12-point lead now for the Philippines. Who into the lane is fouled by Juma Fajado. It'll be his second foul of the game. Who looks like he wants to get to the free throw line. So Hu Lung Mao. Double figures yesterday. They'll have to work hard to get the double figures today, that's for sure. Much more interesting opposition ahead of them today in this Gilas Pilipinas team. First points of the game. Big cheer from the crowd here. This is the early game. 3 games coming up today. Coming your way today. Second free throw goes down. India, Japan up next, followed by Iran, China. That will be a real rim buster for sure. And Dallas down in a bit of trouble. Travels, great defense there from Chinese Taipei. They've been in deficit the whole of this game, but my word, they play some feisty defense. And if the jump shots start going down, it'll be an interesting prospect as this game progresses. Pong. Liu. So third quarter yesterday, Liu just came alive, really transformed the Chinese Taipei team. There's Hu Lung Mao, just short and off to the right with that for the three-pointer. Here's Dalistan. Dalistan just eyeing up his options. Back to Fajado. Lenete over the pick and roll. Lenete into the lane. Rise on the three is De Ocampo. Out of the pack comes Pong. Hong's hit a couple of threes and a foul. It's Hulung Mao that's got in there and got dirty with the power move. Sure. I think Theo Kemper's got the foul. And it's Washington. Marcus Doughtit makes his way to the subs bench. OBJ Washington out. Doughtit in. And the first chance to see Kevin Louis Alas, the son of the legend of the coach that is Francisco Louis Alas. Long Mao. 4 points, so 2 free throws here will inch his numbers up a bit further to that double-figure magic number. Who was part of the under-18 Chinese Taipei championship team. It was some good numbers, 15 points a game with that under-18 team, so good to see these Chinese Taipei players coming through the ranks. Bit of pressure here from the team in blue. Alas gets out of the break, all the way over to Michael Belga in the game for the first time, and Alas picks up the ball, bounce pass, with an easy 2 for Marcus Doughtit, blows the dunk. Never got warmed up off the bench, did he? And layup for Chinese Taipei in the form of Liu. Gets his first buckets of the game. Kevin Louis Alas here. The crossover into the lane. Alas. Lanete for 3. Gavo Lanete, that might be his first point. There's a poor pass there from Pong to Davis. Alas into the lane, up and under moves. Walk into the cheap seats by Leo Cheng. The Chinese Taipei number 11 has got a bit of hops about him. And the lead stays at 10, but by no means Gilas Pilipinas are in complete control in this game. There's the up and under. And there's the anyone for volleyball, says Leo. Lanete, second 3, just in and out this time. A rebound from Chen. It's Belga hits the floor hard. Quincy Davis in a bit of trouble, too far under the bucket. Chang. Back to Chen. Number 9 for Chinese Taipei. Davis, great play. Fumbled pass underneath from Chen. Sao Zhong was wide open. Beautiful high-low play there from Chinese Taipei. Well worked. Defense fronted the low post, brought the high post up, and dumped it down. Kevin Louis Alas wrap around to Belga. Belga to Doughtit. Stays away from the dunk. Marcus Doughtit just lays it up at 6'11". He can afford to do that quite easily. Davis posted up underneath. They can't get him the ball. They do eventually. I think Marcus Doughtit, he knows he's got the foul going against Quincy Davis. Was that Davis or not? Davis looked like he was holding Marcus Doughtit in that key area. Lane. Well, Bo Michael Vincent Belga there, number 12, was just about to inbound, was the 13th man in that Gilas Pilipinas club last year. The man that didn't make the team. Alas goes in for layup, misses. Doughtit keeps it alive. And there's blue shorts all over it. It's Chen with the rebound to the other Chen. Leo opens up 3-pointer. And Kevin Louis Alas with the rebound. Point guard into the lane, and he doesn't get away with the travel at all. Just went a little too deep into the lane there, youngster. He's 2 years of old, 22 years of age, Kevin Louis Alas. Chen. Up to the point guard Chen, and Alas picks up his first foul of the game. So he's getting some strikes in the stat sheet all around. Got a turnover one end, a foul down the other. Chinese Taipei trail by 12, 4.5 to go, so they're low scoring performance for them, as they'll be a little frustrated with their performance today in comparison to yesterday. There's Leu. Leu into the lane, fades on a jump shot. It may drop, it won't drop. And the rebound from Dillinger, number 10, who's very, very active coming out of the defensive rebound. Not as precise with the passing. There's that pass there to Lanete, who's way off. Hulung Mao back in the game. Chu sits down. Almost intercepted it was. Hulung Mao all over that defensive play. Leos goes up. Chen goes up. He's blocked. Marcus Dowdick comes over to crossover. Lanete layup. No. Alas misses short. And Lee the rebound. And straight away to Chen. Chen tries to bring the defense forward. Goes backboard first. Blows the layup. And Belga the rebound. It's mayhem out there. Here's Alas. Alas into the lane. Doubt it. One more pass. Dillinger the jump shot. Misses. And Chen the rebound. Chen to Hu. Hu into the lane. Little finger roll misses. Belga the rebound. It is scary out there right now. Alas, will he bring it out? Goes deep into the lane. Up in the air. Dillinger. Belga for three. Short. And the rebound from Lee, number 13, Lee Ti-wei. Chen puts on the burners. And an offensive foul against the other Chen. This is Chen Xiaoyong. As little Kevin Louis Alas hits the deck. We had a passage of play there that was up and down, no scoring. A lot of missed shots, a couple of turnovers. We can all take a deep breath now. Get the scoreline at 30-18 there. Vincent shot raise. Just inserted some of his more experienced players. Tenorio's in the game, Gary David's in the game, Dillinger. Dillinger puts the ball on the floor. Pump fake back out. Not a great pass to Gary David. Belga, David layup. Good for Gary David. He has 8 points for the game, leading scorer for the Pilipinas. Here's Leo. Leo, double crossover. There's a foul, I think, from Bo Michael Vincent Belga. Oh, it's Junmar Fajada, excuse me. Shoot inbound here. Fourth period here, 2 minutes 40 to go in this second period. We've got two shots coming up. The Gilas Pilipinas are in the bonus. So Leo will have to come off the bench and shoot the free throws. Gary David there shares a relaxed moment there with the referee. Here's Liu Chang. He's short on a free throw. 4 of 4 yesterday to Chang with his 18 points and 5 rebounds. 30 minutes he played. Not enjoying the same amount of luxury today. That is only his 3rd point. Subs out. You're coming out anyway, son. Pressure here from Chinese Taipei down the floor. Tenorio guarded by Pong as the double team coming over from the much bigger Chen. Belga helps out and gets it back to Tenorio. Tenorio to Belga. Dillinger wide open corner, flick shot 3 is good for J.R. Dillinger. That's why he's in the game, to make that open J. Pong into the lane, throws it all the way back to Hu. Here's Chu. Chu with the pick and roll. Aguilar shows but can't quite get to the jump shot, didn't need to. Offensive rebound from Chinese Taipei. Chu into the lane, great pass down to Lee, can't finish. But the foul will go against Belga this time. Lee Ti-wei will get 2 shots here. There's much debate about the team that's going to travel to the World Cup for the Gilas Pilipinas. There's debate about whether the team that got them there last summer at the Asian Championships should therefore represent the team in the World Cup this year. It's a one-off opportunity, really. There will be other opportunities, perhaps at the Asian Championships next year for the Olympic Games, but who's to say that China won't produce a much stronger team? It'll be interesting to see the progress of this Gilas Pilipinas team over the next couple of years, whether they can repeat their exploits of last summer and qualify for these major championships. Anyway, FIBA Asia Cup right now. The winner of this tournament will get a ticket, an automatic ticket to the FIBA Asia Championships next summer. Into the lane, wide open is Chu in this corner for three. Chu can't drop it. A rebound from, I'm not sure who that is on the floor there. Is it Hung Lu Mao? Hung Lu Mao with the offensive rebound. Tries to put this back. Now does Dillinger get him first over the head? Little back of the head chop. Japeth Aguilar got all ball, but it was Dillinger that got all head. So Hung Lu Mao is building up a nice little game here. He has 5 so far, 2 free throws here. 7-4. India, Japan up next. Then the crunch match, Iran versus China, which would be a great game to watch. You can catch the Gilas Pilipinas tomorrow against Singapore. That'll be a same time start. A 14-point lead now for the Philippines. Chinese Taipei struggling in all areas to stay in control. Belga for threes off to the left. In fact, he's way off. Long pass down the floor. Hung Lu Mao for 2. Beautiful pass from Pong. Minute 20 to go. The lead is back to 12. Another blown opportunity as Aguilar can't catch the ball. Chu into the lane. Oh, Pong's wide open. He's hit 2. Can't hit the third. And a foul from Belga. His lead came flying in. In fact, tomorrow we've got Singapore, Jordan, Indonesia, Iran, and China against India. That means the Gilas Pilipinas will play on Monday against Singapore. Same time start. India, Indonesia, and Japan, China to finish us off. The Gilas will play their final game against Jordan. I think that'll be on Tuesday. This is a Group B action. 4 teams: Chinese Taipei, Jordan, Singapore, and the Philippines. Second free throw missed there. A rebound from Del Campo. Here's Tenorio. With those shot pink sneakers. Del Campo into the lane. Backdoor Gary David is blocked at source by Lee. Here's Pong. Lee dumps it down to who? Down to Lee again. Lee going to work on low, and Lee T-Way puts that gap back to 9 now. And Chinese Taipei all of a sudden have awoken from their slumber. And the Gilas Pilipinas in a little bit of pressure. David goes up for a tough looking shot, misses it. Tenorio under the basket, tries to throw it up, but he's fouled. And I think he's in the act of shooting, so there should be 2 shots here for LA Tenorio. The little fella under the bucket. I think it's Chu taking a ride. Number 12 for Chinese Taipei. Chen Xiaoyong back into the game. Number 4 is Chu. Tenorio. I'm not sure he's scored yet, Tenorio. I think he's got a couple of points. Just get some 4 points so far, Tenorio, on 2 of 2 shooting. First trip to the line for him. And this is the first 3, the Barangay Ginebra San Miguel player. Jape's Aguilar. He's a teammate of Tenorio back in the PBA. Tenorio gets the second free throw to go, keeps the score at 10. Timeout for Chinese Taipei. They'll get one opportunity to close that gap before halftime. See what Coach Huang Wenlong has got to say. Well, the World Cup this summer in Spain. We've got 2 weeks of the very best basketball in the world coming at you. USA will be there, Spain will be there, 2 hot favorites. And don't forget France underneath that, maybe the likes of Serbia, Lithuania. And who knows what's in store for the Gilas Pilipinas, who will also be there. Korea will also represent Asia. And I think the highly fancied Iranian team are going to look good too when they get all their top guns together. Hulun Mao had a great first half for Chinese Taipei. It's just unfortunate some of its teammates have not been on the same page. 10-point game, 20 seconds left. Last offense of the quarter, of the half coming up, you'd feel. Pong with the ball. Quite impressive, this young little point guard, Pong. Over the double pick and roll from Quincy Davis. Triple pick and roll now. Pong's in a bit of trouble. Down to Chen. Chen may get a shot off. He pick it up. He does. Crowded out by Doughton. That is halftime. Philippine 36. The Gilas Pilipinas 36. And Chinese Taipei 26. Players will go into the locker room. Vincent Chotrays will be probably the more happier of the 2 coaches. And Coach Huang Wenlong will have to do some thinking. A 10-point deficit faces Chinese Taipei. A completely different prospect to yesterday's game against Jordan. The Philippines, one of the top teams in this tournament, and along with China and Iran, could be vying for top honors by the end of this week-long. And welcome back live here. Second half action. Philippines lead by 10 points, 36-26. And Chinese Taipei would have needed some stiff talking to at halftime to try and work out where they need to make inroads into this 10-point lead. They've been there or thereabouts competitively. Just managed to went 10-0 behind at the start of the game, and that's where they are right now. Chen wide open. Can he drop it in? Over the other side of the bucket. Doubt it to Aguilar. Aguilar to Tenorio. Wasn't quite looking. Tenorio into the lane. Wide open. Dillinger. Dillinger's so quick through the ball. Looked like he got away with a travel. Aguilar the flush. Dillinger with the pass. Looked like he was going to hit the corner. No look pass down low. And Japeth Aguilar. That might be his first 2 of the game. But my, what an emphatic 2 it was. Corner. Hu for 3. Hulun Mao has been the pick of the Chinese Taipei players. He breaks double figures with 12. And down the other end, how quick does Aguilar get down the floor? Outstanding. Yes, that was indeed Aguilar's first points of the game with a beautiful flush. He's got some ups, there's no doubt about it. Very explosive player. Aguilar now with the free throws to try and prove after getting fouled on that break. Misses the first, so the lead is at 9. Is to break double figures once again. Keep it consistent as we were at halftime. LA Tenorio, number 5, the number 1 guard for the Gilas Pilipinas, you would think, going into this World Cup next year. Chen. Back to Leo. Leo didn't get away with the travel. Dillinger is not going to get caught out by it either. Now, at this point yesterday, that man there, Leo Cheng, was taking hold of the game and just torching the Jordanian defense. Aguilar on the reversal pass. Dillinger comes through. Handoff for Gary David. Doubt it. Another handoff for David. Look how defense got bumped off there. David misses the jump shot and rebounded by Chen. Chen, the handoff to Hu. Hu into the lane. Hu goes up. Never really got control of the ball. Doubt it, the rebound. He will bring the ball up himself. Don't call the play markers, please. Tenorio looking for it. Dillinger gets it. It's a fumble back to David. Turnover, Chinese Taipei. And the layup, hopefully, will get it. Oh, he's blown it. But Marcus Doughtit slapped the backboard, and the referees will give basket interference and 2 points for the Chinese Taipei club. Leo missed the layup, but he'll get the 2 anyway. Aguilar can slightly get out of control now and again. Quincy Davis says, not in my house. The house of Q stands tall. And Davis, the third, if you will, just ambles around the lane. It did come off the Chinese type player last of all. I think it might have been Lee in there, number 13. We've got a moving screen, I think. Somebody set a back screen on Lee. Illegally. No pun intended. There's Lee, and Chen will bring the ball up. 8-point game. Chinese Taipei making their run in this third period here, as they did yesterday against Jordan. There's Leu. Davis is down low. Give him the ball. Feed the bear. Davis. Chen opens up. 3-point. Got it. Chen draws. Chinese Taipei within 5. And the Islanders are in control right now. Tenorio turns on the burners, brings it back out again. There he goes, gets a low center of gravity. Chen picks up the foul. Well, L.A. Tenorio was almost chin on the ground as he went past Chen. Yung Chung. Sideline ball. Dillinger walks over to bring it in bounds. Here's Pong back in the game. I think Chen's picked up one more foul than he wanted to. It might be his 4th foul for Chen. Aguilar and Lee just having a little bit of afters with each other. Aguilar pushes off on Lee. Dillinger the back screen. Here's Gary David. A bit of pick and roll. Down to Doughtit. Doughtit down low to Aguilar's fouled. And I think Lee will get that foul. It'll be Lee's first foul of the game. But Japeth Aguilar will get the 2 shots here. He met a wall, didn't he? Aguilar ran right into Lee. And Lee was not going to move. So Japeth Aguilar, he's done both sides of the university line. He was Ateneo de Manila University, and then a little short time at Western Kentucky University. Blows the second one, tries to keep it alive. Quincy Davis with a huge pivot step. Outlets, Leu now. Leo goes up, will get a foul. Dillinger will put him on the line. Chinese Taipei at 6-point deficit. Free throws here to get it as close as it's been since probably the 1st or 2nd minute of this game. Shen Saoyong comes in. Leo with 2 shots here. That's 5 points for the game so far. And that free throw makes it a 5-point game. Renadel Del Campo in the game, one of the top 10 scorers in the PBA last that just finished about a week or so ago. Doubt it, leads the break. Del Campo, Gary David, Tenorio, Doubt it, comes on against Quincy Davis, just drops it in the net. Didn't want to challenge Davis too much. With too much physicality attacking the rim. Davis is under the rim again, as he was in the first half. Davis can't finish, Doubt it, hustles him out of it. Tenorio pushes on ahead, well guarded by Leo. Tenorio just looking after that ball with ease. Tenorio comes in, corner. Del Campo for three, can't make it. Leo the rebound. Just managed to keep Tenorio out of contention. Here's Lou. Leo over the pick and roll from Quincy Davis. Leo up into the skies. Tipped straight back to Marcus Dowdett. Gary David. This is that period of the game where everybody's out of control. Renadel Del Campo for two. And the game is now a 9-point game very, very quickly. Pong over the pick and roll, runs into a bit of trouble. Leo, Chen, back to Pong. Another pick and roll for Pong. And a moving screen against Cheng. Xiaoyong. Chen's second foul of the game. Just a little move with the hips there as Tenorio got caught on the screen. He is back in the game, Lee Ti-wei. He played 6.5 minutes yesterday. Having a good run today. Tenorio, way over to Aguilar. Aguilar puts the ball on the floor, loses it, has it. It's in that corner with Del Campo. Gary David in and out move. Gary David flicks it up in the air, picked out of the air with ease. The Chinese Taipei. Pong's hit a couple already, way off with that one, and that's hit Doubt it last. And that will stay Chinese Taipei ball, and Marcus Doubt it looks like he's pulled a finger here. You all know what that's about. Grimace there from Marcus Doubt it. Obviously a finger. Doesn't look like it's dislocated, otherwise he'd be hanging it out to show somebody. Obviously very, very painful. Timeout finished here, 9-point game, 44-35. The Gilas Pilipinas lead over Chinese Taipei. Long Mao is back-to-back games now, double figures. 10 points yesterday, 12 so far today, and it's his best game today, really. Lou Davis. Oh, Lou takes on the three, and Lou can't quite get it to drop. There's a foul in there somewhere. It's going to go as Renadel Del Campo, I think. No, Jay Washington, excuse me. Line ball here for Chinese Taipei. Davis, open jump shot, backboard, good. And Quincy Davis has not been a big scorer tonight. It's only his third point of the game. It's only his first field goal. Tenorio. Washington opens up from downtown and misses. Here's Fu to Pong. Wide open is Lou. He doesn't want the shot though. It's the last one he took from that range. Davis into the lane. Can he collect it? Pong, oh, he had the three, didn't want it. Liu will have to take this one now, off to the right. Pushing the back from Lee on Del Campo, and who's the one that wins it? But he stepped on the line. Seven-point game. The Gilas Pilipinas should be in complete control, but they're just struggling to get on top of this team right now. One and done there. For Tenorio, comes flying in, but he might have got it. He does. Deflected out of bounds by one of the Chinese Taipei players. Liu into the game. Tucks his shirt in true style for the players these days. All shirts must be tucked in at all times. Good little audience gathered today. Wasn't as strong yesterday. Del Campo short on that three. The shooting's not been of great standard, and of course Fajardo went to pick up the ball, was hustled out of it by Hu. Pong down to Davis, the foul from Juma Fajardo in the back, just reaching behind Quincy Davis. The inline ball, the Chinese Taipei team. Another chance to draw this game a little closer. Juma Fajardo will sit down. It's his fourth foul. Hu goes up in the air. I'm not sure where that shot was coming from. Quincy Davis on the floor, and the foul, I think this is against Aguilar. Japeth Aguilar there. He thought it was a loose ball that he was quite entitled to go after. Davis was there first. The ball's fumbling around here. There. Davis went to dribble. Japeth Aguilar just tried to get in a piece of the action. And another foul against the Philippines team. Inline ball, Chinese Taipei. Davis, the jump shot yesterday from about 18 foot. Leo lines up a three, in and out. Shooting boots not on tonight. That's a touchdown pass that's going nowhere. Pong breaks through the pack. In and out move. Pong will lay it up. A reverse layup at that. And we've got a 5-point game. And now the Gilas Pilipinas are under a bit of pressure here. Dallaston, corner, Aguilar can't catch. Aguilar wanted it on the run, and I think Dallaston wasn't sure where he wanted it. Put it behind him and couldn't catch it. And Chinese Taipei now with Tenorio on the bench, Gary David on the bench. A big opportunity to take control. Chang comes into the game for Chinese Taipei. Lee sits down. Gary David still in, number 8 here, so they got some veteran status out there, along with Del Campo. Can they hold court? Liu into the lane. Liu goes off one leg, nowhere near it. David fumbles it. Quincy Davis tries to take it off at Del Campo. He's having none of it. Dallaston breaks away from the defense. Dallaston, quick stop and pop. Japeth Aguilar holds off. Gary David back to Dallaston. Well, Dallaston's got no shot he doesn't like yet. Del Campo the rebound, can't finish. Another opportunity for Gilas Pilipinas. Two quick shots there from Dallaston and a foul from Ranadal Del Campo as Hu Lung Mao hit the deck. Slight nudge from Del Campo. Let's have a look. Wasn't much in it. And who does your Oscar award go to? Well, Hu Lung Mao has been the pick of the Chinese Taipei team. 5-point game, 2.5 to play in the third period. We're warming up for a very, very last fourth final quarter, that's for sure. Pong. Liu goes up lefty. Quincy Davis tries to follow in. Renadel Del Campo, the defensive rebound, and somebody's been taken out here. And who's got the foul? We've got the bench on the floor. There's a flying elbow here from Del Campo. Liu has hit the floor. Check it out there. It'll be interesting to see what the referees come up with here. Campbell's got the foul. Chinese Taipei will get this ball from the end line. Gary David out. Jay Washington out. Kevin Louis Alas is in the game there. It's another little run just before the end of this third period. Davis. And a foul there from Kevin Louis Alas, fresh in the game. Didn't want to create that mistake there. 2 shots to come here for the youngster Lu. Lu Chi-min. So Lu, 2 points yesterday. 1 field goal in 14 minutes of play. His first points tonight with that free throw there. And an offensive rebound too from Quincy Davis. Lu lines up the 3. Count it. 1 point game. Chinese Taipei have dragged themselves right back into this one. Dalistan, Alas, now the pressure on, 2 minutes to go. And there's some young guards out there. Kevin Louis Alas goes up, blocked by Davis. There's some inexperience on the floor, and the Gilas Pilipinas will learn very, very quickly about the pressure of international basketball in the next couple of minutes. Here's the youngster Alas taking on Quincy Davis. And Marcus Doughtit was wide open when Davis came over. Just needed the dish down, didn't it? Lu just hit that 3-pointer off the missed free throw that was his missed free throw. Lu fully buoyed up, confidence. Whoa, count it. Lu with a finger roll. 1 point lead for Chinese Taipei. Dalistan turns over. Great play from Pong. Pong following in. Layup Liu, the dunk. Mayhem here in Wuhan as Chinese Taipei have come back from the darkest hole they've been in the whole tournament, albeit 2 games. And now the Gilas Pilipinas under all sorts of pressure. Alas, nobody else touched the ball. Aguilar the J, Long Doughtit, Davis the rebound. And Quincy Davis gets rebound number 9. He's a long way away from a double figure. He's only double-double. He only has 3 points, but he'll get double-figure rebounds for sure. Lu wide open. Lu for 3. Second 3. They're on fire. Somebody put them out. Chinese Taipei have just awoken, just as they did yesterday against Jordan in the very same period. And the Gilas Pilipinas, who led by 10 at the break, wide open. Dalistan responds with a big-time 3 as well. He scored 11 points this third period. 36-26 at the break. And now 50-47 Chinese Taipei. It's all come good the last minute or so. 2.5 minute mark has just sparked them into action. Davis, fumbled pass. Aguilar, great pass to Alas. Alas goes up to finish the quarter, misses. And 3 periods are done and dusted here in Wuhan. The FIBA Asia Cup, the 5th running of the FIBA Asia Cup. And Chinese Taipei, listen to the roar from the fans as the team coming to the bench to hear the mid-half talk from head coach Huang. Fumbles it. Belga hands off to Dalistan. Belga puts on the floor for a 15-footer, way short. Blue shirts all over it. Here's Lu. Well, Lee's wide open with a mismatch. No, it's Belga got him. It's okay. That's fair enough. Pong into the lane. Pong layup. Oh, Pong blew it. Davis keeps it alive. And I think because it's hit some part of the backboard, the referee's going to give it to Chinese Taipei. The Pilipinas players want it their way. I'm not sure how the referee decided which way that was going to go. Not sure what part of the backboard it hit, because I'm sure it can hit the underside. And though Michael Vincent Belger sits down. Inline ball here for Chinese Taipei. Tie game right now. Here's Liu. Liu just come alive. Liu goes in, almost got it to run into the reverse layup. He wants a foul. Obviously felt some contact. Just got some springs about him, hasn't he? This number 11 for Chinese Taipei, Liu Cheng. Closely guarded by J.R. Dillinger. Perhaps illegally. Davis on this weak side. Davis backs down, doubt it. Davis goes up, jump hook, Quincy Davis. I'll make that back-to-back buckets for Big Q. 7 points for the naturalized American. Galveston comes up, Tenorio waves him away. Del Campo pick and roll. They got the switch there. I'm not sure they'll make much of it. Del Campo guarded by Pong. Wants a handoff with Galveston again. Chinese Taipei switch it. Liu low post, Del Campo face, cornered. Renadel Del Campo. We haven't seen him at his best tonight. That's his 4th point of the night. Liu runs into a bit of trouble, turned over by Dallastan. Dillinger spins in the middle, 3-on-2. Tenorio fumbles. It wasn't a great pass from Dillinger. Tenorio wanted it to his hands, not by his ankles. And we have a tie game again. Well, the Philippines were in full complete control in this game. Chinese Taipei were really dragging their heels for most of it. 10 points down for most of the game. Hong to who's been the pick of the players for Chinese Taipei. I think it's a travel. Lung Mao there just got into a bit of trouble. Once the head fake hadn't worked, he really was struggling to come up with options. Substitution on his way there for Chinese Taipei. Look at Chen set to come in, the number 9 for Chinese Taipei. Here's Dallastan. Just running the options. Slow offense here. They'll have to hurry things up soon. Marcus doubt it. They want to switch, I think. They want to switch with Quincy Davis. Dallastan. Renadel Del Campo. Set shot corner. And back-to-back J's for Del Campo. He moves on to 7 for the game now. Quincy Davis. 3-point lead. Well, Leo opens up with his own 3-pointer. That's got to be a foul from Del Campo, I think. As Hu Lung Mao was just held on to as he went to get that offensive rebound. Well, looked like Hu may have dragged down Del Campo as well. And a little kick there. A little frustration shown in the Chinese Taipei players. Chen Shaojun comes back into the game, as does Chen Yingchun. 3 Chens on the team for Chinese Taipei. Anything else about as original as it gets. And the Chen, the point guard from Travels, that's Chen Yingchun. So turns the ball over. Gilas Pilipinas with a 3-point lead. After that 3-pointer from Renadel Del Campo. Here's Dallastan bringing up Doubt It to get the switch once again. We're going to take on Quincy Davis off the penetration. Well, Dallastan down to Doubt It. Doubt It, not many jump shots, but he drains that 15-footer. And the Gilas Pilipinas open up a 5-point lead. Davis down low. Here comes Dillinger to help out. Well defended. Dallastan looks up. Tenorio into the lane. Oh, all sorts of problems for Tenorio. Needed to shoot the J, surely. Dallastan runs into no trouble at all, but I think the referees will bail him out and give the ball back to the Philippines. Dallastan a back screen here for Del Campo. Dallastan wide open. You can't leave the shooter open, and that's why the 4th tray for Dallastan opens up an 8-point lead as quickly as Chinese Taipei got back into it. They've been completely knocked out of it. 5 to go and they're 8 down. Leo loves to penetrate. Here's the pick and roll from Davis. Leo, now it's a foul from Dillinger. Dillinger wants the offensive push-off. There's Leo Cheng. Chinese Taipei called timeout, and Coach Huang Wenlong needs to talk things over. They trail by 8, and they've got to find some answers quickly. They've found them once, they've got to find them again. The World Cup is not too long away now. September we'll see the very best basketball come to Spain. And this team here, the Gilas Pilipinas, will be there. Likes of Japheth Aguilar. Whether Andre Blatch makes the team or Marcus Doughtit fills that naturalized American spot, nobody knows just yet. Chances are that Blatch will get there. Gary David, L.A. Tenorio, and Jim Alapag make the team. 37-year-old. His final throws of his career, Alapag. Renadel De Ocampo should be there. That man there I've been impressed with. John Dalistan. Quincy Davis has got to find something in his locker right now. 7 for the game, 9 rebounds. Team trail by 8. Here's Pong. And was fouled by Dalistan. It's an easy one to give up. Too easy, really. So line again for Chinese Taipei is Davis. Back screen here for Pong. Comes up, pick and roll. Got the switch. Now they can't make most of it. Chen. Hand off for Pong. Pong penetrates. Not a great pass to Chen. Chen will settle for 3. Shot clock violation. He only had 9 seconds on the clock at the last inbounds. The coaching staff will not be very happy with that offense here. Tenorio now. Great opportunity now for the Gilas Pilipinas to put this one to sleep. De Ocampo left with a jump shot. Takes his time. Tenorio into the lane. De Ocampo, Dalistan in as well. Kick pass corner, Gary David for the dagger. Gary David, 11-point lead for the Gilas Pilipinas. Here's Liu, penetrates. Liu with a jump shot. Something's got to happen now for Chinese Taipei. That might be the start right there. 9-point game. Liu, who now has put his numbers up to 10 for the game. Double figures again for Liu Cheng. Tenorio, teardrop from Tenorio, misses, gets his own rebound. In fact, De Ocampo gets there first. Tenorio, Dalistan, 4 threes already, misses that one. Liu the rebound. Chinese Taipei on the run. Chen, skip pass, wide open. Liu for 3, and he's traveled, I think. Poor options there from Chinese Taipei. Looked like he got everything right. Referees judged it differently. He won't get too many more opportunities. Just Liu there coming into the game. Pong sits down. Liu picking up on Dalistan. Just a few tricks up his sleeve. A little crossover there. Hesitation. Dalistan. They won't count it. The referees are saying that's high up on the lane, but a shake and bake from DJ Dalistan. Ball here for Tenorio. Doubt it. Dalistan fumbles on that corner, down to Marcus Doughtit, who fumbles it again. That wasn't great play there. Chinese Taipei letting that clock start late. Started now, 9-point game. The important offense is coming up here. Chen to Liu. Liu into the lane. Liu goes up, and Doughtit says, no, not in my house either. That was like meat and vegetable there from Marcus Doughtit. Just got rid of that very, very easily. Tenorio met with a double team. Tenorio can beat it very easily. LA Tenorio all the way to the hoop. That could be game time right now. 11-point lead for the Gilas Pilipinas. Leo goes up. Dalistan outlet Tenorio. He's turned it back over. Leo for three, he's got to take it. Leo for three. And we've got an 8-point game now. So what was a done and dusted affair could be very, very interesting again at the Gilas Pilipinas miss on this offense here. Dalistan guarded closely by Chen. Rubbed off by Doubt. It's pick and roll. Into the lane. Well, wide open. There's Del Campo, and the flip there from Leo only to the Gilas players. And why on earth did Leo choose to flip it, not rebound it? I don't know, but he turned it back over. Here's Tenorio. Switch off the pick and roll. It's Del Campo, guarded by Lou. Del Campo runs into trouble. There's the double team and turnover. Chen to lay it up. 7-point game. Make that a 6-point game. The mathematics is not that great. They don't want timeout. I think it's timeout for Gilas Pilipinas. 6-point game, 67-61. The Philippines have won this game twice over, I think. Now we'll face a bit of pressure and opposition to really close it out once more. Timeout finished here. Chinese Taipei trail by 6. They'll be playing defense right now as the Gilas Pilipinas will advance the ball down the lane, up the court, sorry. Here's Dalistan, a great season with rain or shine. DBA Governor's Cup recently. They lost in the 5th game to the San Miguel Coffee Makers. Dalistan had a good final game, 4 3-pointers too in that game 5 action. Taipei won't foul just yet. Well, Gary David unleashed a big time 3. That could be game time for game time Gary. Minute and a half to play now. 9-point lead. There's the response, in and out. Chinese Taipei as game has fairly much been like that, in and out threes. Tenorio looks up. He's very, very quick. LA Tenorio will drag it back out, and he will take as much of this shot clock as he can. The foul from Lou, I'm not sure they needed to foul. 9 on the shot clock and 1:15 to play. They do indeed stop the clock, and it'll be sideline ball. I guess it's one option. They're just getting that foul count up to 4. They can foul perhaps in a minute. Wide open is Del Campo. And to Doubt it. Shot clock reset to 14. Tenorio now reacted to the foul from Hu. With a half elbow. And he goes up to shake hands with Tenorio. Keeping it all friendly here, which is good to see. Campo comes out. Dalistan looked to be fouled. He's fouled this time again by Lou. Lou goes up to apologize or to say no bad feelings. Dalistan not quite sure he saw that. 2 shots here for Paul Lee, as he's known back in the Philippines. Paul John Dalistan. top scorer tonight for the Gilas Pilipinas. Gianna stands out a wonderful game, 17 points. He's hit 4 3-pointers. First trip to the line. We'll probably finish this one off. 11-point game. Chinese Taipei doubt it. Flex that one away. Gary David looked like he might have got away with a double dribble. He's trying to find Dallas, foul Dallastan. Doubt it. Tenorio comes over. Will collect the foul, and 2 shots to come for LA Tenorio. Luis Alfred Tenorio will finish this one off. Quiet game for him, 7 points, 4 assists, 6 turnovers. Solid performance here from the Gilas Pilipinas. First shot there for Tenorio is good. Last 50 seconds here. Lu comes in flying in for the spin. Wow, Hu Long Mao is wide open, drains the 3. And that's just deserved for the best Chinese Taipei player on the floor, Hu. Another foul there from Lu. It's a 10-point game, 40 seconds. You're just hoping for the free throw misses right now, and they might get him, you never know. Tenorio back on the line again. That might make him close to double figures now, LA Tenorio. It's a 10-point game for him. 4th player in double figures. Gary David has 14, 18 for Dallastan, and Renadel de Ocampo, 11 points and 5 rebounds. 14 rebounds for Marcus Doughtit. Fine performance from him. 8 points. 12-point game. Chen into the lane. Chen with the 3s off to the right. Doughtit gets another rebound. Great outlet to Gary David. Well, we've got 5 very experienced players, the Gilas Pilipinas, with a couple of players off the bench. They do come here with some youngsters. 30 seconds to go. This one's all done and dusted. Gary David will now cap this one off with these 2 free throws. And then we're probably 2 offenses away from the first victory for Team Philippines. 15 points for the game. This will be 16. Substitution. Who gets a pump fake out of somebody. Backboard first. Who goes up to finish? Can't quite do it. Doubted another rebound. Tenorio. This will be it. Dallastan. Will they scoot it? I'm not sure. Dallastan needed to go in there. Drag it back out. Kill this one off. It will stay with the Gilas Pilipinas on the baseline. Tenorio will inbound. I'm not sure they'll need to or want to shoot it. Gary David here. You don't want to give up points differential, that's for sure. And that'll be it. Take the air out of the ball. The referee will get it in a minute. Dallastan will maybe look to score. Wide open in the corner is Washington, who misses the 3. And that is it. Players shake hands, coaches shake hands. Gary David will walk off. The first time we've seen him here in Wuhan. Chinese Taipei finished their 2nd game. They go to a record of 1 victory and 1 loss. The Philippines open up their account with 1 victory. It's the group reaction. 4 teams in the group playing each other. Then we'll cross over with the Group A teams. But here we leave you with a fairly emphatic victory in the end. But my word, it was hard fought all the way for the Gilas Pilipinas. The players will troop off the Wuhan arena. We'll see a wonderful game later on. Iran versus China. That's a great game coming up. But final victory here, final result Philippines 78 and Chinese Taipei 64.